All right. We live. How y'all doing, viewers?
Already.
We're about to pull this back up, pull this video up. This joint. I heard about the one that I'm about to put on. I'm gonna show you on the phone. But this joint, I heard. I think Miss Tanya and them was talking about this. The
Uh-huh.
lady putting the kids in the freezer. I'm like, what? I ain't hear about that. She's like, yeah. Let me play it. Let me play it for you. Hold on.
Her kids and stuff them in the.
Hold on.
Yeah, hi there. I've got to admit, I've covered a lot in the last 15 years, and it was heart-wrenching to listen to Michelle Blair describe how she killed her kids and stuffed them in the freezer. She had no remorse. She actually
Wow.
said that if she given the chance, she would do it all over again. The everyone in the courtroom
Wow.
was quiet. They were listening, couldn't believe what she was saying. Let's get you inside of that courtroom right now as Michelle Blair pleaded guilty to 2 counts of murder, which means she will spend life in prison, no possibility of parole. Now, the 36-year-old Detroit mother gave chilling accounts of how she killed her 13-year-old daughter, Stoney Blair, and 9-year-old son, Stephen Barry, months apart in 2012 and 2013, then stuffed their bodies in the freezer. She told Judge Dana Hathaway she did it because the two were abusing her other kids. She tortured and killed them as punishment. Now, I have to warn you, the things that she said in that courtroom, very disturbing, very graphic. She went on to say that she punched them. She put bags over their head so they lost consciousness, threw hot water, scalding hot water from the faucet on them. She said again that she had no remorse. She did what she had to do, what she thought what was right. She said that
You
she
thought that was right?
grabbed Stephen, grabbed him by the belt, by a belt around his neck. Just listen to some of the stuff. It's a little graphic, gotta warn you.
That's crazy,
I
man.
punched her. I have put a bag over her head till she lost consciousness. I threw hot water on her, scalding hot water from the faucet.
Wow.
I meant to. I definitely meant to. And I do not feel any remorse for what I did to Stoney, because she had no remorse for what she did to my son. So I grabbed Stephen, I grabbed the belt, and I put a belt around his neck, and I lifted him up like, do you like how this feels, being choked with a belt? So I dropped him. I held him up until he lost consciousness as well. As I threw hot water in his genital area multiple times.
Wow, man.
And Blair also told the judge that at one point she was going to turn herself in after killing her kids, but she didn't because her living son asked her not to, and that is why she put them inside of the freezer. Now, her sentencing date, is set for July 17th. We will have much more on what went down inside of that courtroom on later editions of Action News, so stay with us. But for now, we're live outside of the Frank Murphy Hall of Justice this noon. Jennifer Bisram, 7 Action News.
Look, Schemo, and that joint happened. Oh look, the R.Kelly joint going live too. But that joint happened like 7 years or 6 years ago, bro. When she did that. Now,
Damn. It said 2000 and no, I said 2012.
2012. Okay, so
Yeah,
that's 10 years.
10 years ago.
That's crazy. Hold on, this the R.
They said
Kelly
they
joint.
gave R. Kelly 30 years.
30
Wow.
years, bro. Mind you, let me show you the video about the other woman that was helping the nigga Jeffrey Epstein. I forgot her name. I think her name is Maxwell something. Here it is, right here.
It's crazy, man.
Well, they say he got 30 years, right?
Yeah, it says 30.
Yeah, look, Shorty right here got sentenced to 20 years.
Now at 5:30, Jeffrey
Yeah, I
Epstein.
can't see it yet. I can't see it.
Oh, hold on.
To 20 years in prison for sex trafficking.
Yeah, stop sharing. Hold on. I wonder why I did that. Oh, you know why? It's a different video. Hold on. I'm about to put this one on right now. Here we go right here.
Now at 5:30, Jeffrey Epstein's partner in crime was sentenced today to 20 years in prison for sex trafficking minors. Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted last year for helping Epstein sexually abuse underage girls. Epstein was indicted on federal sex trafficking charges back in 2019, but committed suicide in prison. Maxwell apologized to the victims after their impact statements were heard in court, saying she hoped her conviction brings them closure.
She was helping bring girls to the little sex thing. But
They had a movie about that. It was a caseworker helping the traffickers in the other country bring the girls in and all that. It was a movie about that.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was the story taken from there. And look, this is the one that just happened not too long ago. Hold on, I'm showing you on my phone though.
Those new details from police reveal the 5-year-old boy suffered tremendously in his short life, and detectives got their information from the mother herself. They told our Rebecca Lopez that once she started talking, they were shocked. Rebecca also talked to the mother's boyfriend, who had a stunning admission, and we need to give you this warning. The details of this case are very difficult to hear.
Children's toys littered the yard where Dallas police say 5-year-old Zamarian Kizzy was beaten to death. Police arrested his mother, 26-year-old Tiffany Williams, and charged her with injury to a child. According to an arrest affidavit, Williams waived her Miranda rights and told police she struck him in the temple area of his head with a closed fist on Sunday, and also struck the child in his abdomen with a closed fist on the same day. We went to the house and talked to this man, who identified himself as the child's father.
I do know that, she would meet on it, though.
Yeah, so you knew that the child was getting beaten.
I see signs. I didn't actually know he was getting beaten because she kept him locked up in the other room.
The arrest affidavit says she also struck him with an extension cord multiple times on his back and face, causing injuries, and she physically abused the complainant on a daily basis. We pressed the father about the abuse. The police said that the child is all over his body. You didn't see that?
Did I see it? What did I just tell you? I just told you I was aware.
According to CPS,
look, he said he was aware.
Ranging from ages 3 months to 7 years.
Wow.
That there was currently an investigation by child, and that CPS, but before on domestic violence related calls. There are questions about why CPS allowed the children back into the home. For now, they've all been placed in foster care. In Dallas, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
And that's because CPS don't be really doing a motherfucking job, bro.
Charges to murder. In the meantime, you heard her 5 children have been placed in foster care.
She had 5 other kids too.
The children were placed together or separated in the system. Child advocates tell us they will need at the most to be in a safe environment and trauma recovery therapy.
And that's why they'd rather leave the kids with an abusive mother than a regular father, bro. Yeah, leave it with the abusive mom, knowing that she be abusing the kids. But it's like, I don't know. That's that whole women shit. They feel like, you know what I mean? Oh, she got to be with the child because she gave birth or whatever the case. I don't even know what kind of logic they be using with that. But like, come on now. So you telling me all that you couldn't just give him to his father and be like, here, just take him. I can't handle him.
Right. They don't do it like that though. You know that.
No. Hell no.
Fucked up. The system
is way fucked up.
The system is fucked up, right?
That's why I be like, man, it be fucked up. Like, I know that father was like, yo, if I could have took them, I could have. But I know if they was already taken from ACS and then you gave them back to her, come on, that's ridiculous. Whoa.
No way. Like, they ain't even try to contact him or nothing. Like,
bro, like, tell them something, right? They'll rather just, I'm telling you, because ACS don't believe in fathers, bro. They don't believe like that the father should be a part of the family dynamics. They be feeling like, oh, since they in there basically has no need for a father. That's how they feel, even though they don't do shit themselves. Look, here go. Hold on, let me show you this video. This is a lady talking about the corruption. This, and you can tell this is in New York. Hold on, talking about the corruption in the ACS shit.
Okay. Hey everybody, I'm live at the Kings County Family Court, Kings County.
Look, that's downtown. That's the shit.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hold on,
Family
let me make sure this shit. All right, it's good.
ACS corrupted, CPS corrupted.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this shit.
Family Court, 320, the Supreme Court and the Kings County Family Court. Go ahead and invite your friends right now because I'm with some esteemed colleagues right now at the Kings County Family Court. Massive corruption like you've never seen. Honestly, like you've never seen. Here we go. I've got a couple families here. I'm going to first introduce to you guys, you know, some of these faces. We have Dr. Monty Weinstein.
Yes, am I ready to do
No,
this?
just say hi first, and then
Hello.
we have Dr. Carlos Rivera. We have Sarah Kleinbart and Dr. Palumbo.
Hello.
Okay. And we have over here Sunny Sutherland. Say hello.
Hello.
We have some amazing people.
We're here in family court fighting for justice, where there's injustice, a lot of injustice.
Yep. We're going to go over some quick cases here. We have Miriam Schwimmer.
Family court stole my child with fraud and deceit. I want my kid back.
Like they do everybody's child.
I'm going to start first with Dr. Monty Weinstein. Go ahead and talk
All right.
first, and then we'll.
Hello, my name is Dr. Monty Weinstein. I don't want to give a lot of titles. I'm here to try to help several litigants. The Child Welfare Administration, complicitous with the judge as some major issues with her own personal gain, has kept on to a child for over 3 years with a beloved mother and a beloved husband. They're trying to get their child back. I don't want to take up this video just to talk. In this role, I am a consultant. I'm not coming in as an expert, even though I've been qualified 5,000 times. I'm coming in to consult and to organize. I have some really esteemed people. Dr. Robert Palumbo, who's a psychologist, excellent senior psychologist with the Brooklyn Archdiocese. Dr. Carlos Rivera, who's a pediatrician and a famous pediatrician that advocates and works. I also have Francesca Amato, not the model, Amato, who is outstanding, not only as an advocate, but as an activist. And I have Sunny Sutherland.
That's fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, bro.
Advocacy group, an excellent advocate. I believe what they're doing to
Oh, shoot,
children is egregious and horrendous, and I give the chair over to my esteemed associate.
So we're working on a case. We're in Brooklyn Family Court of fit parents who had their child taken away and is facing irreparable harm. And unfortunately, this is all too common in the family courts. It actually amounts to trafficking in children, and it's a terribly sad and wholly illegal situation. Carlos?
I just want to elaborate on those points, and that I believe that this is a travesty, that these parents are fit parents, are loving parents, actually went to their home and spoke with them. I met with them on several occasions, and I'm extremely troubled that a process that should take within 3 months is taking over 3 years. My fear is that this is going to be dragged out until the child turns 18, at which point they will claim that they have no jurisdiction over this whatsoever. As Dr. Palumbo mentioned, that this is doing an absolutely irreparable do personal harm to this child. It troubles me. I do everything I can within my power to assist this family to have their child returned.
So let me ask both of you. You're a psychologist. You witnessed the judge today, and you can. I mean, I don't want to speak for you, but what did you witness as far as?
I've witnessed the judge on several occasions. The judge is inappropriate in that she's self-referential. She often laughs to herself. She appears to have no understanding of what's going on, and she continually wastes time. So she does housekeeping with evidence and so on, and she does not deal with the central issue of the child taken from her parents and facing terrible, terrible damage in the future, potential terrible damage in the future. And it's very, very serious, and she appears to have no interest in hearing from the experts brought in to inform the court and enlighten the court. Mm-hmm. And so it's a travesty, and it amounts to a grand racket, quite frankly.
How many times have you been brought in to testify so far?
Oh, I've been qualified as an expert over 75 times. In this case.
Hold on, let me see what this other woman has to say.
The family court judge issued orders against us.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. Did you ever believe something like this would happen?
No, not
I have another mother here. This is another happily married mother and father. I interviewed them the other day. We're going to be bringing their story live soon, telling me a little bit about your case, and it's also Kings County.
Yes, my name is Sarah. I lived in Kings County for the past 7 years. I currently live in Rockland. We've been approved foster potential adoption parents. We are currently as well parents for children who need respite, whether it's academic, social, special needs, medical needs, or just general children from the community. We take them happily into our several mental health specialists, and they all agree we are complete fit parents. And even more,
they didn't even interview the black guy.
Should come into our home, and our daughter must be returned today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I noticed they didn't even interview the black guy after all of that. They just started interviewing all these white people and their families.
Right. That's crazy how they niggas is taking doctors and shit, 8 kids from them.
Facts.
Like, wow, like God.
Man, hold on. Because I seen something else. Hold on. This is a chick. She assaulted the father because he won custody of the kids.
Wow.
Oh, you're gonna walk away like a little pussy. Walk away, pussy.
And you see
No, I don't want to call you a pussy because pussy is what I have, and pussy is
what?
You see this type of shit that women be saying to niggas, and then when a nigga get offended and say something, then they make it seem like, oh, da 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 da. You saying it because women can say some real grimy shit. Jay, listen to this shit.
That shit, she just called him a whole pussy, like.
And then said, "You're not even a pussy," because that's what I. Look, and he walked away. Walked away.
walk away like a little pussy. Walk away, pussy.
And look, that's all they do. They aggravate him.
Pussy because pussy is what I have, and pussy is awesome.
Yo.
Yeah, walk away, walk, bald man. Walk.
These fucking chicks, man, they mouth, man.
I'll find you. I'll find you. I will find her. Because I'm good like that.
Oh, she just cursed that nigga.
You could apologize to your daughter and tell her that I'm sorry that I made.
And you see they putting the down tone when she said curse.
What?
You gonna hear the down tone anytime she make like a Virgo comment, then they gonna put the down tone.
Oh, thank you. Oh, nice to me. I'm talking to my son. My fault, man.
Mm-hmm. Oh my bad.
I'll shut up. Go for it. Yep. I'm doing bitch, butch. Go for it, bitch, butch. Go for it. Bitch, go for it. Are these guys gonna like what? Take me down? I dare ya. Oh, shut the fuck up. He's saying the real thing.
Yo, she is trying to violate. Like, what the fuck, yo?
Yeah, you see, she's trying to get him upset, basically.
Trying to intimidate him. And then as soon as you do something, she's gonna call the cops.
Mm-hmm.
He did this. Oh my god.
And now you. Oh, are you? I can't wait. Bring me in. Bring me the bucket. Apologize to your daughter. Oh, 911. Here we go.
You see, and they never care about the cops.
Your fucking daughter, you piece of shit pussy.
Yo, she's wild, yo.
Yeah.
See my vagina? I will show you my vagina, pussy, whatever you want to call it.
Yo.
Oh, you're such a man. You're such a man's man.
Yo.
Should I do that as a 17-year-old girl? That 20 years younger than me? Oh, should I do that?
Yo, that's her following him?
Yeah. You seen that, right?
Yeah.
She grabbed it.
Oh, yo. Oh my.
Cause she look.
What are you doing? You like that? You like that? You fucking like that? You like that? You like that, Tony? Stop. You like that? Stop. Oh, you fucking love it.
Stop.
That's all you ever wanted from me, isn't it?
Stop.
My vagina in your fucking. Oh, you're gonna be a man around your friends? Is that what you're gonna do?
Stop.
Is that what you're gonna do?
I said stop.
You're fucking.
You're trying to fight me now?
I'm gonna fight you. Get your fucking hands off.
No.
Get your fucking hands off.
You hit me?
Oh, I've hit
Struck
you.
me? What
I've
was that?
struck you.
What?
I've hurt you. Have I hurt you? You're hurt. Oh, you're hurt. You're so.
Yo, what's wrong with?
Oh, you're so hurt. Get your
If I
fucking.
let you go, are you gonna stop hitting me?
Yeah, sure.
Are you?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Get your fucking hands off me. You fucking psychopath.
And she had the nerve to call him a
If I let you go,
psychopath.
are you gonna stop hitting me?
I don't need you.
I'll be like, yo, somebody recording all this.
You're a piece of shit. Everybody knows it. That's why you don't have friends. And that's the end of it.
Shit like that. Shit like that happen all the time, bro. Just trying to aggravate the nigga for him to do something to you. Like, that shit be crazy, son.
You like, yo, what's wrong with her?
Like,
we already in court. What else you doing?
right, what else are you doing? Shit be crazy like that. And they got all different type of shit.
That just didn't make no sense, man. Like,
And the system know that shit. That's why they be taking advantage of that shit, bro. That shit is crazy. Hold on. I'm about to unshare this shit. But man, Shit like that be happening all the time, Gene, and they act like the whatever system, the CPS system, them niggas don't give a fuck. They just be trying to take people kids, bro.
That's
They don't
all.
try to help families. Hell no. That's the last
They
thing they
rather
want to
give
do.
them to a stranger than give them to the right people.
Exactly. Just because they do that trafficking shit, bro. They be doing that trafficking shit. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them people that had nothing to do with them fucking kids getting. It was. I don't know if you heard about the article, but it was like 19 kids that got found in the truck all dead.
Wow. Hell no.
Go find it. I think it was in Texas. Let me make sure though.
That's crazy.
Look.
19?
No, it was 46. It was 46 migrants found dead inside a semi-truck in Texas. I thought it was 19. It was 46 of them, bro.
Wow.
Let me share it. That's why you can't tell me this fucking government ain't corrupted, bro. These niggas doing some weird shit. Hold on, right here. Turn it up for you.
A sweltering summer day in Texas, with temperatures topping 100 degrees, contributing to one of the country's deadliest human smuggling cases in recent history.
Quite a few of them are already deceased.
The tragedy unfolding Monday in a rural part of San Antonio. 46 people found dead in the back of this stifling truck. The first calls coming in just 6 p.m.
The truck driver is running southbound on foot along the railroad tracks.
Police say a local worker made the terrible discovery after hearing cries for help. Authorities found the abandoned semi-truck with its doors partially open.
We're not supposed to open up a truck and see stacks of bodies in there.
Officials say the likely cause of death, heat stroke. Incredibly, 16 others survived, including several children, but they were in an extremely weakened state when they were taken to area hospitals.
The patients that we saw were hot to the touch. They were suffering from heat stroke, heat exhaustion, no signs of water in the vehicle. It was a refrigerated tractor trailer, but there was no visible working AC unit on that rig.
This horrific scene echoing a similar tragedy in San Antonio, where 10 people died crammed inside a tractor trailer back in 2017. This year has already seen record numbers of border encounters in the Southwest, according to U.S. Customs and Border Protection. Texas Governor Greg Abbott tweeting, quote, "These deaths are on Biden. They are a result of his deadly policies." San Antonio's mayor with a different perspective.
There are, that we know of, 46 individuals who are no longer with us.
46 people dead in the truck.
Likely trying to find a better life.
And this
By
morning,
getting
while the
smuggled
White House
into
has
the
yet to make an
country?
official statement, they have referred to the statement made by DHS Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, who placed the blame for this squarely on top of these smugglers and said a federal investigation is ongoing. Savannah?
And Morgan, has there been any word on potential suspects?
Who was driving the
Who
truck?
say they have 3 individuals in custody, but at this time they are not saying whether or not they are directly tied to this smuggling plot. In the meantime, this crime scene remains absolutely expansive across this remote area. We're told that they're going to have canine units out here today, making sure that absolutely everyone who was on board or near that truck, Savannah, has been accounted for.
Morgan Chesky at that scene for us. Thank you, Morgan.
Hey, thanks. So wouldn't you assume the first person to be arrested is the driver? They probably didn't even lock the driver up. Yo,
That shit is crazy right there.
word, bro. 46.
46 people. We should have been hearing about that. How long ago was that?
That happened today. I mean, that happened yesterday.
We should hear about that all week.
I know. But watch how they're gonna dumb it down. They're not gonna talk about that shit after today. Because they don't want people to know that they're freaking trying to hitchhike people across the country.
That shit don't make no sense.
That shit is wicked, bro.
46.
46 people, bro.
What was the age limit from? 70?
Yeah, 70 to I think they said 13.
Wow, man.
Oh my God, yo, Scheme, I wanted you to see this video too. Hold on. Rex, so you in here, bro? You can hear me? Why I can't unmute? Oh, he probably can't hear him. But let me show you this joint I seen yesterday also that freaked me out. It was a guy that he have a kid with this woman, but he only got one kid for her, so he always bought lunch for that kid. Which
Welcome to
I'm not saying I don't know if it's wrong or right, but he was only buying food for his kids. You know what I mean? He wasn't buying food for none of her kids. She took the food and threw that shit, bro. Let me see if I can find a better video. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one got posted up yesterday too. Now I want to actually I just want to get the video. I don't want to take nobody else's shit.
Look, y'all.
All right, look. This is about to start right now. Now, I'm gonna tell you, like I think she must got like 5 kids, right? But only one of the kids is his.
Okay.
So, yeah.
My cousin was just talking about that.
Yeah, and
How he
now
bought his kid to McDonald's.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
And she threw it in the garbage because she ain't buy nothing for the rest of the kids.
Yeah.
That ain't he ain't wrong for that.
Exactly. I was saying the same thing. He's not wrong for that. She want him to buy food for all 4 of her kids, even though he only got one.
That's not his situation.
That's
not what he has to do. He got one kid with you.
Right, and that's the kid he's supposed to take care of. His kid.
One kid.
Every day, my baby daddy comes
Now hear
here with one.
He buy food for his kid every day.
But I
He
have
can maybe
other
just
kids.
have money for just him and
We
his
have one
kid
kid together.
Yeah, but either way, Schemo, even if he does have the money for other kids, and I'm not saying that you should.
No, he just have money for his kid.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right. Cause
he might not have enough money for the rest of them.
Right.
So he just thought about his child.
Right. As any man, any person would. You know what I mean? But I feel like women go and they be disrespectful or they be I'm gonna say not disrespectful. They be irresponsible and go have kids with Tom, Dick, and Harry, have babies and feel like the one that the best father is supposed to take care of all the kids. Like, what the? But let me just go to the video because this shit had me cracking up when I seen it. This is me and my boy Andrew was talking
like him
about.
Taking his kid out though. He ain't got to take all them kids out. He got to come get his kid.
Right, exactly. That's it. But listen to her speak.
Only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's, but what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids at McDonald's though? Like that's bogus as hell. Like you're not finna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even.
She already know though.
I'm finna expose out of him.
She gonna,
so people can see how he really is.
She gonna expose.
It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody.
What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger, one fry.
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What? Now you hear the psychology of this woman. She feels like because that's her kids, because they're all brothers and sisters, that the father has to take care of all the kids. Like, you see how they
no. He don't fuck with you.
Right, he don't fuck with you.
You not his girl.
Right. So as a father,
you just have a child with him, so he don't have to buy shit for nobody else.
Exactly.
See, that's when she getting it twisted. She need to call them other kids' father and say, "Yo, they want McDonald's."
Yeah, but she knows she can't do that. She can't. them other niggas probably
You cannot fault that man for the rest of them kids.
Right, and you can't fault that kid because his father is taking care of him.
His father looking out for him. What's
Now
wrong
look-
with her?
Now look how wicked she is, bro.
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings, though. So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I
Oh.
don't give my food stamps to the seven.
You didn't feed them? Listen, I love the way he said that. You didn't feed them because they're all your kids. And that's what these women have to understand. You want to say, oh, that's my kids, when y'all want to say they're my kids. But when you need something for the kids, now it's our kids. Like,
Right.
baby, yo, delusional, I call it. But like I said, let's continue.
But if you're trying to help out, though, you're not helping out.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings?
Listen, you had
Them are his siblings,
Listen,
though.
you had to-
He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings, and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put?
Bring him out to the car. I'll let him eat.
No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for
Bring
everybody.
him out. I'll let him. Matter of fact, give me my son.
Exactly. But
Yes.
she wouldn't give him the kid. She wouldn't give
How
him.
is that
And that's the problem. They never give you your kid. Like, why you can't just let him get his kid, let him take him out to go eat whatever and bring him back? No, you wanna manipulate him and make him feel like, oh,
She,
if you
you know what it is? She broke. She can't even buy her other kids nothing to eat.
Exactly.
Now she mad because that kid gonna eat and not the rest of them.
Right, but who fault? That's your
not
fault.
his fault though.
Right, that's
He
your
ain't got
fault. You
nothing
wanted
do
to
with
go
the rest of
running.
them kids, man.
Yeah, you want to have all these fathers
He
all
don't.
over
And
the
then
place.
she making him feel like he entitled to them other kids when he don't. You don't call him and tell him you ain't got no food in your refrigerator.
Right.
He just coming to see his fucking son. Bring his son something to eat. So how you gonna fault him for bringing his son something to eat, and now you telling him your other kids ain't eat? I ain't know shit about that.
But them other kids ain't my other kids. Like, those not my kids. Those are your kids. You're supposed to feed them.
That's right. Those ain't my kids. I'm listen. I went and got something to eat for my kid, for me and my child.
Look at this.
I'm wrong for that.
You sound dumb.
Look.
You sound dumb.
And she's saying he sounds dumb.
Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm
You're not
letting
listening.
one
See,
child
she's
eat
not
McDonald's and all the rest
She's
of
not. They never listen.
She's not
They never
listening.
listen.
They going around the question.
Right. Oh, that's not the. Yo, I'm telling you, this shit be so funny, bro. It be so funny. Let me just look at
kids
this.
can't eat no fucking McDonald's. You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
Three kids that ain't mine.
Yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
Yo, you hear this?
Yeah.
Yo, this should be having me screaming in my brain. She said you knew what you were dealing with when you
Had a
had
baby
it.
with me.
Like,
You know
what?
what you was getting into you when you had the baby with me, yeah.
Yo.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids. Because I'm exposing. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy.
She don't even know that she's exposing how
Exposing herself.
yes,
Yeah.
how irresponsible you are. Like,
You get
damn.
food stamps. You got how many kids? And
She
you
got
couldn't
4.
put food in your fucking house? How much money food stamps be on your card? That's
Right,
what
no.
that's exposing. You got
Exactly.
4 kids. You know you get over $1,000 worth of food stamps. Now you faulting that man for bringing his child McDonald's when you had all that fucking what you did with all the food stamps, and then you only have them for 1 month, 30 days. That's not his problem, mama. That's not. You fucked yourself up by cashing them stamps in, whatever you was doing. Because you supposed to damn surely had some stamps left over to buy them kids some food until
Hell
you
yeah.
get your other stamps.
But they don't give a
You
fuck. They
tripping,
take
mama.
care of themselves because they take care of
Yeah.
themselves with their motherfucking stamps. They don't never take care of the kids. Just
That's
like with
what they
child
tell you.
support. They don't
Exactly.
never take care of the kids with child support. They take care of their
You get
motherfucking
food
self.
stamps for these kids. And you got 4 kids. So that's
Right.
what? 2 and some change each kid.
Right, of course. They getting $250
And then include yourself.
Right. So that's at least $1,200 she probably getting for them kids.
She getting over $1,000. That don't make no sense. Her money management is fucked up, and now she trying to fault that man for buying McDonald's for his kids. She bugged out. She need help. If somebody don't tell her she fucking bugged out for doing that, and she just told on herself, I don't get my food stamps. You got 4 fucking kids. Now, if the motherfucker common sense don't kick in about that, shit, something wrong with you. Fuck is wrong with you? You supposed to always have food in that house.
Exactly.
Because a refrigerator can't take but so much in that motherfucker.
My point exactly. That's why these chicks don't be doing what they're supposed to do with the money they get. That's why the government's supposed to make it to where you can't buy nothing else but what you're supposed to. But like I said, this government shit is crazy. But let me see. I want to see what he's gonna say. And then
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're foolish in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that.
Don't you heard
can't
it?
eat it.
She said, then don't feed nobody at all. So you gonna let your child starve because the other baby fathers can't buy them kids McDonald's. So you gonna make my child starve. Yo, let me just finish this up because this shit pissing me off.
Yo, she
I'll be like, maybe. It's 3 extra kids. What the? All I go to my account, spend money on all those kids. Them not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings, though. Dumb.
So that's what you gonna go with.
Those are your kids' siblings.
Your kids' siblings.
Yeah. So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th.
That's why.
But I'm saying.
I just stop. That's why I always say, listen, women are not logical. Like they don't have logical sense to be like, okay, he's only buying his son food because that's his son. It's like they brain get fucked up with.
He is not obligated to take care of no other person but his kid.
Yo.
If she go to court, the judge gonna tell her that. What, she gonna argue with the judge?
Hey, that's what I'd be curious. Like, are you gonna argue with the judge? Like, he has to take.
No, he gotta buy the brothers. No, that's not right. Well, that's what's gonna be the law. Like, he's obligated to take care of his child.
Right.
It ain't for the other kids. It's for his child. What the hell is wrong with her?
I don't know what the hell is going on. I know she ain't finished high school.
Like,
we
yo,
same kids as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, if you feel like I feel away about eating, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the room.
To the car. He ain't got any.
Nah, see, he bugged out for saying that.
No, you know what? Fine, give it here.
He could have just said, "Yo, I'm gonna go grab him for the day."
She wasn't gonna let him. Gene, she wasn't gonna let him take him regardless because then she loses her power. Right, she loses her power because once. Listen, no offense, right? And I'm not being funny, but
no, you're right. That's good.
Yeah. I was just gonna say he'd be like, okay, bring my son out. You feel me? I'm gonna take him for a drive.
She's not gonna do that.
She's not gonna let him do that.
She started abusing her power. Now she's gonna be like, no, you can't have him for the day. No. Hey, like then it's gonna be that.
You already know, Gene. I ain't got to say nothing else. Let me just finish.
I know the deal because it got done to me before.
So
when something ain't go her way, then it's no. You might as well stay okay. You ain't gonna come get him for the day. I'm like, what?
That happened to all of us.
I don't play that. I'm gonna come knock on. I'm gonna be banging on that door, for real.
Cause that shit is ridiculous.
My child.
Now look. She about to take this stuff.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here.
Look what she gonna do, bro.
He ain't eating this. You. Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish is like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He not finna eat that. Dumb. He not finna do that. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them.
If you can't do it for all of them, don't do it for none of them. That's her logic, Gene. That's her logic. If you can't do it, mind you, all of them is not his kids.
And then she gonna be hollering. She need help.
I know. And mind you,
help. Ain't nobody helping me with none of my kids. But when the fathers was trying to make these niggas take care of all of the other kids. Yo, chicks is crazy, man.
She jeopardized all her other kids by doing. She probably did that to every single one of them motherfucking fathers.
Yeah, that's why.
And that was the
If you
last
only bringing all of them, Kenny, that's not, you cannot put no other kids on no other man. Yo, you bugging. That's not life. Even though life ain't fair, it gets like that sometimes. You know, people do shit like that, but you can't change shit like that. You can't.
Yeah, and I noticed
This
that
is the way the world made this shit, my nigga.
Yo, it's
The
crazy
world
because
made this shit like this.
I could tell that the women don't even see the real meaning. Like they don't. People are saying why they even
not
eating
trying
McDonald's
to.
anyway. Like, that's
She's not trying to.
She's not.
She gonna need her mother to call her and be like, "Girl, you fucking crazy."
Yes, she
If
will.
she got brothers and sisters that's like that, she gonna be like, her mother got to break that down to her and make it, because that's the only person she gonna listen to.
I know. And no, be
Only
honest with
person.
you, some of these women don't even listen to their mom. That's why they're in the situation they're in now. Be honest
You're
with you.
right. You're right. I'm saying that because the mothers go through shit like that.
Of course.
And not one time, like my mom's went through like stuff like that. My mom's got, it's me and my sister got the same father. I got 3 other brothers and sisters. I got 4 other brothers and sisters. I got 3 brothers and 1 sister, and they all got different fathers. So my mom's never did no shit like that. Told they pops they got to do stuff for us, because hell no.
Yeah, because it's not fair. It's not fair to that father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell no. What if he don't have it like that? What if he don't have it? Like, you can't make him do that if he only got for his child. What the fuck?
This should be
like, can't make him.
Right, yo.
Only make money to make sure his kid is good.
Yeah, that's his obligation. They always saying we got to take our responsibilities, and when we do, they try to put extra responsibilities on us. Like, what the heck? Like, yo. That's why I be like, I see the system, but you know what? You know what's going on? The system is breaking now, and that's why people getting scared now with that little Roe v. Wade thing that happened with the abortion shit. As much as people like, oh, it ain't that serious. It ain't that serious to who don't pay no mind, but to women, that shit is serious. You know what I mean? Like, they gonna really start rioting and all that shit because of that. Now look, like for example, look, my kid's mother just wrote, I'm sorry. She just put, she just texted me, I'm sorry. I just be missing you and you don't even care. You see shit like that? Like, so what I'm supposed to do? You want me to be a simp because you want to go around and do bullshit and then keep my kids from me. So I'm supposed to be a simp now and be like, but mind you, she'll say I'm sorry. She'll say sorry to me on Messenger, but then go to a homegirl and be like, oh, that nigga, fuck that nigga. And this
Say
and this.
some other shit about you.
Yes, some other shit about you. So I realize you can't, man. These women they use y'all kids as fucking pawns, and the system act like they don't see that shit. They be trying to look around that shit. So that's why I said, man, when you a good man, people see that shit. Like, cause you heard her, she like, oh, you got people thinking you a good father.
Yeah. He is. He trying to make sure his kid good.
Right, but they take it. They could listen. They'll take his story. Listen, this woman will take that story and be like, you see how she just threw the food? She'd be like, oh, he didn't bring nothing. He didn't bring shit, knowing that she lying. But society gonna take the woman's side. You know society already. They're gonna take the woman's side. Oh, this nigga don't do shit for the kids. But I always say it's always it's good when people try to expose somebody and they end up getting exposed. You know what I mean? I think that's the best feeling. Because it's like you try to expose him, making it look like, oh, he's just doing for one of his child.
You got exposed.
You got exposed because you shouldn't have none of them kids if you can't take care of them, right or wrong.
Mm-hmm. Straight up.
Yeah, you shouldn't. And I feel like they give that to the women all the time and let the women go in the shelter, knowing that the shelter is not the best area for a child to be in. They'll take them from the father's home where they got a good home and give them to the mother that has nothing to go try to use the father to get shit out of him now.
Yeah.
So, but that shit was crazy though. But I'm gonna stop it there, man. I thought Rex was gonna pull up, man. I think his connection probably was bad. But I'm gonna end the video here, but I'm gonna stay online and talk about this shit. But I'm gonna edit this shit.
All right, got you.